What's going on, everybody? Yes, it is I, Flash Jones, barreling down the rails right at you with another little video. And in this one, we got a little layout update. So, without further ado, here we go. Last time you guys seen the layout, it should have looked something just like this, right? We got Bandini DSF tracks that were looking a little bare. Nothing in between them. Rails are clean. Yes, the locomotives are there staged there upon them. But if you thought after all this time the layout would still look like this, you'd be wrong. Bandini's kind of got a new look nowadays, right? And this is what we're working with. That's right. That's right, everybody. I've done it yet again. Bandini DSF has gotten its tracks completely paved over. All 8 tracks here. All 8 tracks are completely paved over. The grooves have been set so that all the locomotives and rail cars can traverse without any issues at all. Again, all tracks are completely powered with their own toggle switch, and of course, it's been painted. Now, I'm not completely done here in Bandini. I've kind of gone down with a kind of a base layer of like black top coat, if you will. But as you guys can see over there in the left corner there, the top left corner of the screen, I've got some other colors there that I got some other ideas I'm going to come down with. But I just want to kind of get the main look of Bandini kind of set in. And we'll come back with some more detail paints and different colors here later on down the line to kind of get things a little bit more detailed. But for now, I like it just like it is. And of course, can't forget about all that foam back there. So yeah, all that pink foam that you guys see back there is kind of the start of the mountain scenery that I want to get going. I'm not done with it, obviously. I have a lot more to do, but this is kind of the start of it. Kind of had a bunch of foam just laying around, and I wanted to do something with it. It was kind of one of those kind of in-between moments for on the layouts where you kind of want to do something, but don't know what to do. And this was kind of one of those things that I just kind of fell into with the dead time being in the middle of winter and whatnot. Like I said, it's been a little bit since my last update. So I kind of got into cutting up a lot of this foam and cutting it in different shapes and getting it to the way that I liked, obviously making sure there was enough clearance for rail cars and my longer rail cars, such as my Amtrak cars, and of course, auto racks to clear without issue. And everything's working out just fine. In addition to the tracks and the foam, been also working on my diesel house. If you guys been watching there on Instagram, you would have been able to see that I did get the diesel house fully lit. This house, this baby, is completely lit from beneath the rails, beside the rails, and above the rails. Yes, as you guys can see, the lighting is going around the top interior perimeter of the house. As you also, if you can look down on both the left and the right, you guys can see those strips of LEDs. They're under the platform and in line with the rails on that height level. Side note, if you guys are going to add lighting and you're thinking about building this diesel house, of course, the absolute best time to add lighting is, of course, in the building phase, not when your house is completely finished, right? You're gonna have a lot easier time getting these lights in exactly where you want them. If I could redo it, I probably would put those LEDs actually on the bottom sides of the platform instead of on the floor next to the platform. But either way, I'm super stoked about this baby. I got this thing fully lit, and of course, all the tracks with their own toggle switches can toggle each track on and off. At some point, I will get some tracks out of the tail end of the house, but that's not really high up on my list right now. Got some other priorities that I want to get to, but for now, man, this thing is beautiful. So just kind of kicking back and looking over Bandini DSF here. Obviously, the tracks are paved and painted and grooves are set. At some point, I will begin to add some lighting, some exterior lighting, both to the house and to the tracks. Right, there will be a lot of additional detail there on the ground, as well as lights, some detail parts, trash bins, and all sorts of things, sanding lines and stuff added to bring this diesel shop, kind of to life. Figures and whatnot. But that is on my list to do, but it's not all the way up there. Of course, as a layout, these things all will take time, and that's just one of those things. These some of the things that I'm just kind of planning for down the line when those opportunities begin to present themselves to me. I guess also while we're here, no time like the present, right? I did pick up some more rolling stock here on the third track in. Got a string of auto racks. There was a big sale going on some auto racks. So I picked up, I think it's 5 or 6 of them there. Also on the middle track, a couple Walther's gondolas, a couple exact rail reefers, and on the inside track, or I'm sorry, the very outside track, scale trains, uh, Trinity reefers that were on their discount list. Um, I have a little video doing a rolling stock roundup coming here pretty soon, but these cars are very nice, people. If you guys haven't seen them, I highly, highly, highly suggest that you take a look at ScaleTrains' site before they get sold out. I think they're almost gone, but I know they are doing a re-release because these cars were damaged the entire run. They're black, the white pandas, and these gray diesel fuel cars, I believe they are. Somehow they all got damaged in shipment or something like that from the factory. So they're all 50% off. And these cars are amazing. Track well, look great, paint looks good. But there's something wrong with them. But as far as I can tell, as far as operating on the layout, I've had no issues with them. So I'm not exactly sure what happened in production, but this seems to be a fabulous opportunity to pick up some additional rolling stock if you're in the market for some tank cars. So like I said, I will release a rolling stock roundup video here in the future, but I figured best bet, get the update out. Let's bring everybody up to speed, and we'll cover that in a later video. But to wrap up this half of the layout, that's pretty much it for Bandini Corner here. You got the starting points for the mountain scenery going, tracks paved over for the shop, and all the tracks there to get service, and of course the shop has been lit. So that's for the most part what's done here in Bandini here at the DSF side. So moving on. And of course, the next thing to tackle is, of course, where all my locomotives are hanging out at. And first up to bat is that ScaleTrains rivet counter Ferromex Zebra. I did do a review on this. I will try to post this somewhere, or try to link it on an end screen or something like that. So you can click that there, check out that video. That motor right there is amazing. I love the paint, very crisp, very detailed engine. Lots of stuff to check out in that video. All my engines right here are kind of just staged here. I also will be doing a locomotive roundup here pretty soon. Also, I did pick up 3 other engines as well. That's Tier 4 Gevo by BNSF, Canadian Pacific ES44 AC, and that's very beautiful bright red, and then of course a Dash 9 painted in the BNSF Heritage 1 paint scheme. I believe that is Heritage 1, but picked up those 3. I did have a little video, a little short that I did post, pulling that stack train that's there on the main. That was awesome, just to kind of get that video going. And like I said, got all 4 of those. I have 1 more engine that should be coming, and when I get that last engine that I should be getting for the rest of this year, I'll do that rolling stock, or I'm sorry, that locomotive roundup video to kind of touch up on engines and bring everyone up to speed, and kind of just have a little chat about engines like I did a couple years ago. Moving down the line, as you guys can see, a lot of the track here in this area is brand new to you guys. This was put in quite a while back, but as you guys can see, where this yellow foam is at and where the white foam is at here, in addition to all the tracks, where that little those 2 little segments back there in, and then looking here in the front from where the solder joints are here, and looking back on around, all of this track right here is brand new. Now, it's not new as far as track plan, but it's new as far as being on the layout. I had to rip out that entire section from where the foam is on the left to where the white foam is there on the right. I had to completely cut the layout in half. I got some solar panels installed on my house, which for me in my situation has turned out to be a pretty great investment. But because of that, I had to cut the layout into two pieces. And when I went to put the layout back together, nothing lined up correctly at all. Nothing on the main did. The tracks in the yards actually lined up practically dead on, but the mains, they didn't line up too well. And so because of that, I had to rip up the track on both ends of it and relay it. And why did I cut so much out here on the main, on the inside here, is it's because I super elevated it, and I will be showing some video on that here pretty soon. Also on this side of the layout, you guys can see that I did install my yard. I believe this is 10 tracks. I'll have to confirm that. But it is 10 tracks down in here, and this is all of the rolling stock that I have available. There is nothing in a box anywhere. Everything that I have is on the layout. Obviously, tons of different types of cars in here. Auto racks, Amtrak cars, tank cars, flat cars, hoppers, coal gondolas, bulkhead flat cars, just a ton of different cars. I did wire these tracks up to have all of their own individual toggle switch, just like I did for Bandini DSF. So all of these tracks are individually powered and can be flipped on with a switch, obviously to give me more control over power and whatnot for the layout. But everything that I have is out here on top of the rails, and then also what's on the main lines that we saw back there at Bandini. But again, this is everything that I have, all the rolling stock that I have. This is all that I have, and it's out here on full display. So there you have it, guys. That's all that I have there, right? Again, each track does have a kill switch where I can turn on and off each track. And this where you see this number 8 switch here on the very right hand side, where these two tracks with the concrete and wood ties. I don't know if I'm gonna leave those ones in yet. I'm kind of contemplating the idea of having like a set out track, a bad order track, or just a track to stage power or something like that. And so, just as a little recap, 10 tracks in the storage yard, 4 new locomotives added to the roster. Got a couple videos that are in the works for you coming up. Looking back over here at Bandini, I got the starting points of scenery started. Got diesel service tracks paved. Got the diesel shop lit up. Got some more rolling stock that's been added to the layout roster as well, which video of those will be coming soon as well. Just kind of a little roundup like I was saying earlier. And that's pretty much it for this here video, guys. I appreciate you guys stopping by, taking the time out to watch the video. I definitely appreciate it. And please help me help you. You've already made it this far. Go ahead, hit that subscribe button, smash that like button, tap that notification bell for all future updates, so that way the next few videos that I got coming up, which I believe it's about 5 or 6, you guys can catch those, eat your popcorn, have a good time. But until next time, yes, it's me, Flash Jones. Again, I appreciate you taking the time out to watch the video. Also, don't forget to follow me on Instagram at FlashJonesTrains for all the sneak peeks, little updates here and there. And until next time, everybody, keep it on the rails. I'm out. Peace.